Flash Report.
Big ups to the Tough Tiger Talk family. We up in this thing. I'm Big Q representing the Tough Tiger Talk Nation. This is Tough Tiger Talk, your weekly broadcast for all things LSU football. Man, we in this thing to talk Tigers as we get closer and closer to the season, man. Let me tell you something, man. Things are kind of roaring up, man. Another couple of months or so before the start of football, man, we'll have that tough matchup between LSU and Clemson. Tiger against Tiger, we'll see who's really top dog, man, in terms of opening that season. I think the Tigers are 0-5 over the last 5 seasons in terms of openers, man. It might be a little bit more than that. Y'all guys let me know. I think it's 5 straight losses to start the season. Of course, Coach Kelly's administration has not been able to get that opening win, but they feel this year could be the year in which they step to it. All right, so anyway, LSU football, this one, shout out to the LSU Wire, had a really good article kind of talking about Garrett Nussmeier. A lot of people across the college football world is looking at Garrett Nussmeier and saying this guy should be and could be the best quarterback in all the country. So is that the case? Because if that would be the case and he matures to the point for the LSU Tigers, this could mean this could mean the championship. It definitely would mean the championship because all of the pressure is on LSU. The baseball team, shout out to our baseball team for winning the College World Series. Man, that was big. Made that energy transfer over into the LSU football team. Because this upcoming season, man, with everything LSU has done in terms of bringing back some of its college veterans like Nussmeier, Harold Perkins, and others, and also having a terrific recruiting class for 2024, in addition to this magnificent transfer portal that we have. Man, listen, this is supposed to be a championship banner year for our LSU Tigers. Will that happen? It's based on the matter of Garrett Nussmeier playing football like we've never seen him before. Now, we know Garrett Nussmeier can throw the ball, has a terrific arm. We love that dart he has there. Last year, he showed the ability to make decisions better and under fire, but then toward the back end of the year, we've seen things kind of disintegrate with Garrett Nussmeier and him relying too much on trying to fit the ball in tight windows as opposed to kind of thinking the plays out. This is going to be an opening season for LSU. With him in his final season, what can LSU get done? It'll be all behind Garrett Nussmeier. But he's talking tough. He's making bold statements. Let's talk about it in this article right here. After an active offseason, LSU yielded hype from inside and outside the program. The Tigers secured the top transfer portal class in the nation, returned a bevy of starters. One of those returning starters is QB Garrett Nussmeier, made a bold statement about the 2025 roster during summer workouts. He says, well, and he make reference to Coach Kelly, it's not lying. You know, it's definitely the most talented roster that I've been a part of at LSU, says Nussmeier. The fifth-year senior was a part of the country's best offense in 2023 and started his collegiate career 2 years after LSU won a national championship led by quarterback Heisman Trophy winner Joe Burrow. In 2023, the Tigers' offense was led by quarterback Jaden Daniels, offensive lineman Will Campbell, as well as wide receivers Malik Neighbors and Brian Thomas Jr. The group put up astonishing numbers that year and led Daniels to winning that Heisman Trophy. Could the 2025 roster amount to the same? Kelly and Nussmeier seem to think so, and so does the rest of the locker room. It's the closest team I've been a part of at LSU from top to bottom, and the roster is so very exciting, says Nussmeier. There's a lot of expectations for us. We accept those expectations, and I think that not only is there an expectation for us from outside, but there's also an expectation from us for within. Kelly's staff added a plethora of offensive weapons from the portal, including wide receiver Baron Brown, Nick Anderson, as well as defensive pieces A.J. Hawkley, Patrick Payton, combined with key returners on both sides of the ball like Whit Weeks and Harold Perkins Jr. The Tigers have a high bar to reach in 2025 to be considered successful. So with that being said, Woody, this is one of the fantastic things we talk about. Everything that they said is 1,000,000% correct, right? It's 1,000,000% correct. That is absolutely the truth. The LSU Tigers this year have everything. They have experience at the quarterback position. They have good wide receivers that they had in the portal. They got pass rushers that came over. They have the linebacker core set up with Whit Weeks and Harold Perkins. The secondary have portal guys that came in and the team it has a good depth chart, good depth under all of its key positions. The next thing is, I think probably one of the key concerns going into the season with those heavy and bold and high expectations is, can Garrett Nussmeier take his game to the next level? Because if he could, it would mean a championship to LSU. Can the offensive line for LSU not only protect Nussmeier, but can it open up lanes for us to run the ball? That'll be another thing. And of course, I think the defense, which had questions over time, I think, can the defense stay healthy, get turnovers, and play and fly around and make plays, turn the ball over, get to the quarterback, things like that. Can we do that? Those are the questions. I really do think that this year, the energy and how we seen Coach Kelly in last season and how he was talking coming to this year, he got to understand that the LSU fighting family is tired of not getting to the highest level. Coach Kelly has all the resources that he can that any coach would ever want. That's why he came here to down from Notre Dame to LSU to win a national championship. I think this upcoming season with Nussmeier and these guys would set that up wonderfully for the future. And if they win a national championship, when they win the national championship, LSU, what that means is the future is super bright. Some of the top talent that we're going after in the recruiting class, a lot of these guys, a great deal of them, we're lining them up and they're committing, but this will take it to the next level. We'll be able to see some of the top quarterbacks come here over and over again in the pipeline, in the factory, and it will flip to LSU. We've seen Alabama have it. Nick Saban's gone, so Alabama's taking a dip. You've seen Georgia have it. Now, we've seen how dominant they were over the last couple of years. They're starting to slip a bit. So that slippage is allowing LSU to step in that spot. And I think LSU will be that next football factory based on what they do this year. So y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all agree with me. Put it in there and let me know. All right, let's hit a little bit of recruiting news before we end out. Four-star tight end recruit projected to commit to Georgia over LSU Penn State. The Georgia Bulldogs are projected to land an elite tight end, but he's not an in-state five-star tight end. Caden Prothero, who's slated to announce his commitment on July the 12th. The four-star recruit Braden Fogel is announcing his commitment on July the 4th and is predicting to commit to Georgia over Penn State and LSU. That's according to Chad Simmons of Rivals. Now, Fogel is a member of the class of 26 and recently narrowed his top three down to Georgia, Penn State, and LSU. He's a 6'3", 225-pound tight end high school prospect from Lexington High School in Lexington, Ohio, and is located just about an hour north of Columbus. Now, Fogel is the 8th-ranked tight end in the country. He's 6th in recruit in Ohio and 132nd recruit in the nation per 24/7 Sports. But if Fogel commits to Georgia, then he would be the Bulldogs' second tight end commitment from that 2026 class. Georgia always has a commitment for four-star tight end recruit Lincoln Keys. The Bulldogs expected to be in the mix for Prothero. Georgia has signed 3 tight ends in a single recruiting class in the past, so it's possible they could lose junior tight end Lawson Lucky and senior tight end Oscar Delp to the 2026 draft. So the tight end room could use some reinforcement. So that's some news right there. But outside of that, the recruit stuff is still kind of moving forward. We're still handling business. Everything's still very fluid. Still a very good class for 25 as well as 26 as well as 27. And LSU's doing that. If winning championships will help elevate all of that and take us to that next level. So I'm with Nussmeier, but it's all predicated on the fact that LSU Nussmeier has to take it to the next level. If he does that, wins the championship, the Heisman, and all that is his, he'll walk right into the NFL as one of the top quarterbacks, if not that top quarterback prospect in the draft. We know about Klubnik from Clemson, but he will meet that guy early on with the first game of the season. If he can beat down on Klubnik and Clemson, that will definitely speak well to his draft. But before we even get that way, LSU has to handle business in the season opener against Clemson. We got to take care of business, period. This is a year of taking business for LSU football. The College World Series, LSU was able to bring that championship energy here. LSU football has to take that and run with it. So with that being said, y'all chime in. Let me know in the comments section below if you agree with me. Put it in the comments section below. Let me know. Also, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and the share button to all dedicated diehard LSU football family members and LSU Nation, period. Y'all send it out to them and let them know that we talking LSU football on Tough Tiger Talk. So with that being said, I'm going to get on that. Y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to holler at you with some more reports later on. Much love. Go Tigers. Peace.
Subscribe to the Tough Tiger Talk channel and stay up to date for all things LSU football.